Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. It is officially now 1 week since RatStock and got back home. It's been busy just getting back to life. It was crazy getting ready for the build off and, basically just working my ass off to get this thing done for that. So I'm still amazed that I was able to finish it. Just having the car here, having built it myself, that's kind of my reward, my award for being there. There were some just amazing, crazy builds. I think it is awesome the amount of talent that people have and the things that they could come up with to put together for that show. So what I realized is I worked up until absolutely the last minute, and I didn't get a chance on the channel here just to kind of give a walk around of the complete car. And I think I want to do that just so, if you weren't able to go to RatStock and you've been following the build, I want to show you the final product. And in the middle here, what I'm going to do before I get to that is I'm just going to put together a montage of, the videos I took from RatStock, just showing some of these awesome builds. I know there's a whole bunch of other ones out there. You can check them out. You can find them easily. I really appreciate the opportunity to do this, and thanks to Jerry and Tracy for putting it together. And you know what? If I do it again, it's going to be, it's going to take a little while to rejuvenate some energy to think about doing that. Anyways, before I get to the car, just go take a look at the videos from RatStock, and we'll come back to this in a few minutes. I think it's maybe 10-12 minutes. If you don't want to watch those cars, you can skip ahead, and then I'll give you the tour of the vehicle. But again, I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity. So let's just get to it. Check out the videos, and then we'll come look at this. Well, if you're new to the channel, this is my 1937 Chevy Master Deluxe that we did a 4-inch chop and then put it on an S10 chassis. So I wanted to pull this out and kind of do this outdoors and kind of give it some, you know, some glamour shots, make it look kind of cool. Not that it doesn't look cool anyways, but we're seeing here the remnants of this hurricane that's going through Florida. So if you're down south, best wishes, stay dry. We're just getting rain here in Pennsylvania, but I know there's a lot of people who are less fortunate at this time. So to get into the build, what I did was, you'd have to go back. This is number 40 in the series of building this car. I took a 1937 Chevy that I found on the side of the road, and I was going to build it. Then I realized that the entire floor was totally rotted out. The chassis was bad, and I needed to do something for RatStock. So I found a cheap S10, took the S10 apart, kept the chassis. The wheelbase between the S10 and the Master was different by 4 inches. The S10 was 4 inches shorter. So when I notched the frame in the back, I lengthened it 4 inches, and it's going to be kind of hard because I got the lift in the way here, but you can see that I think we got the wheel pretty center there. That looks pretty killer. Up front here, got it right where it was from the Master, pretty centered on that fender. So also, as I said, it was pretty roached out. The floor was totally gone. So a lot of my build, which I didn't know was going to be part of my build at the time, was basically build an entire floor. My doors will stay open here. There we go. So built an entire floor. My first experience with a bead roller. All this is documented on the channel if you want to take a look. You can see the build process. I chopped 4 inches out of the roof, and that was quite a chore in and of itself. But chopped the roof, redid the quarter windows, chopped the doors, of course, because you have to put those back on. I learned basically from the old interwebs. I learned by watching people like Half-Ass Customs, Bad Chad, other channels that do chops, Rat Rod Bob, all these guys. Pretty awesome teachers. You know, if you take the time and you check out their channels, you're going to see some crazy looking builds and awesome talent. So I think that it looks pretty cool when it's dropped on the ground. I never did get a chance to put the bumpers on because there just simply was not enough time. So in regard to the build, you know, this was for me, kind of a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Found out about the build from Hardcore Fab, watching some of his videos, and then I was like, oh, what the hell? I'll take the car that I have, and I'll enter a build off, having never done anything like that before, and not having any idea what I was doing, really. So one thing that I realized that I did not document at all was building the running boards. That was the last thing that it did. So here was my week prior to RatStock. You know, thrashed basically the entire weekend before RatStock. And Sunday into Monday, I was up until 4 a.m. so that I could get it roadworthy enough that I could drive it to the glass guy with no windows. Finished at 4 in the morning, got up for work, took the girls to school, came back, hopped in this with no windows, put some safety glasses on, drove it down the road. Fortunately, it's only about 4 or 5 miles to get to the glass guy. He did the front window that day, and you can see it's still horribly dusty. I tell you what, RatStock, that was dusty and hot there, holy moly. So he did the front glass, and he made the rear quarters. But if you remember from the video before, no, it was when I got to RatStock, I explained that I had to do the chop on the rear window to put these relief cuts in. Right here, I had to do these. So he was done with the front glass by Monday at about 11:30 in the morning. I went back and I got it. Monday night, couldn't work on it because daughter had volleyball. Tuesday night, I did get a chance to work on it. I did my relief cuts Tuesday night, was up until 2 in the morning finishing these. Took it back to the glass guy Wednesday morning. Well, Wednesday morning, we were supposed to be finishing up so that we could load it and get to RatStock because we were leaving first thing Thursday morning. So Wednesday into Thursday, stayed up until 4 a.m. fabricating these. I was fortunate that Joe could come over and he helped finalize a lot of the electrical stuff that was still a little bit haywire. Put these little gauges in there. That's how I found out that my alternator wasn't working, and that's how our battery died on Friday when we were driving back from Northern Tool to the place we were staying for RatStock. So anyways, finished building these on Wednesday. I went to bed about 4 a.m., got up about 6:30 so that we could pack, throw this on the trailer, and drive what turned into 14 hours all the way out to Illinois. So we got there, basically crashed, woke up first thing in the morning, and my test drive, my real test drive of this, was driving the half an hour from the place we stayed in Sheffield. Wait, no. Sheffield was where Psycho Silo is. We stayed in Kewanee. My real break-in test drive for this was a half an hour drive from our Airbnb to Psycho Silo Saloon. And let me tell you, it rides awesome. You know, the combination of the airbags and the shocks that I put in, this thing, quite honestly, handles awesome. There's no wobbles, there's no shakes. It's really smooth. It doesn't pull any one way or the other. The brakes are solid. I mean, mechanically, it was flawless outside of the stupid deal with the alternator. I will say that, you know, thanks to an awesome community, when I got there, I blew out the airline that was, I mean, it was 4 or 5 inches from the exhaust, but hot enough to blow my airline. And Glenn, I think it was Glenn from Jacksonville, Florida, saved my ass. Had an air splice that I could put right in there. I made an announcement over the PA, and I tell you what, within 2 minutes, I had 5 or 10 people coming over to me asking me if I needed an airline or if they could help me out in any way. So people there were awesome. I sat on Saturday with a guy, Ed, who also had an awesome build. And, you know, he was very complimentary of this. Super awesome guy. Met Cody, talked to him for a while. Nice young guy. Really, everybody there was awesome. Jerry and Tracy, thanks for having us. It really was an awesome experience, and I'm super glad that I was able to build this. I'm not real sure, you know, as I said, what the future holds. I have to do a few things to it. I need to replace, well, I did replace the alternator with one from O'Reilly's already. For about a minute, it gave me 14.6 volts, which sounded awesome. I turned it off, finalized some connections, and then it died again. I'm only getting 12 volts again. So we'll have to figure out what the electrical issue is with that. It's grounded, you know, it's getting, I have a little bypass wire for the exciter wire. And like I said, the new one gave me 14 volts for a minute, and then it died again. So I'm not sure what's happening. Anyways, back to this. So a few little things here and there, and, you know, I'm probably just going to drive this. Well, we'll put door glass in at some point. But anyways, I'm going to drive this. I'm going to enjoy it. You know, really, as I said, my trophy is this car. You know, the guys who won definitely deserve to win. You know, I was just fortunate that I could have the opportunity to build this. I did have one of the judges did come over and give me some pointers, and you know, I really take that to heart. You know, this is my first build. I didn't know what I was doing. I probably could have displayed it better. I probably could have set it up so you could see the interior of it. You could see all the bead rolling I did. I didn't get a chance to talk to all the judges. I think it would have been really nice if there was a schedule set, like, you know, hey, they'll be at your car between, you know, 1:30 and 1:45, you know, so just be at your car, because I wasn't at the car the whole time. I mean, it was 95 degrees out, and I had to go get water sometimes. I had to go pee sometimes. I went and got lunch sometimes. Also wanted to check out the other awesome builds. So my only complaint about the whole judging process would have been, you know, if I had the opportunity to talk to the judges, I would have rather got more insight from all of them about what I did here. But in any case, a couple of things I understand, you know, and I will take them into consideration. Like, you know, I just didn't have time to build a console for my shifter. Would it made a big difference in the judging? I don't know. but it's definitely not finished. Does it need to be finished? Yes, but I just simply ran out of time. I mean, life happens, right? I mean, I got volleyball, basketball, work, like my real job. Also, you know, ran the stock steering wheel. I had gone to Spring Carlisle in Pennsylvania, which is a huge swap meet. I did buy another steering wheel I was going to put on there. Didn't realize that it was totally bent in on one side. So if you were turning, it was a little closer to the turn signal stock. And every time you turned left, you know, the wheel was wonky and it would hit the stock. So that was dumb. So I had to run the stock steering wheel. So that's pretty lame, but whatever. It is what it is, as they say. Outside of that, you know, I probably could have set up the car to, you know, show off different things that I did, like, you know, the through frame exhaust. I think that would have been cool if I could have gave that insight to the other judges that I didn't get a chance to talk to. You know, another comment was, you know, oh, ran the stock S10 wheels. Oh yeah, that's true, but you know, I think they look all right. You know, they match the color of the car. You know, I bought those center caps at Carlisle as well. They were bright, shiny plastic chrome, so I painted them flat black. I think that matches the wheels well. And actually, they kind of look like whatever they call them, the artillery wheels that you'd see on something like this. So are they stock? Yeah. Are they lame? I don't know. I like them. But also, I was trying to stay within budget. It's supposed to be a $5,000 build, so I didn't want to spend a whole bunch. So I chose not to put money into those. But I think overall, for me as a rookie, doing a 4-inch chop on a 4-door sedan, you know, I really thought it turned out pretty well. It's hard to do. I mean, as I said, I've never done metalworking. The internet was my teacher. So, you know, all my relief cuts here took a lot of welding, a lot of relief cuts, a lot of hammering just to get it as smooth as I did. And I'm not saying it's perfect. It's a rat rod. But I think overall, I think the change in the profile of the car is really cool. And as I said, I would love to have it outside, kind of give you, you know, a bigger perspective of the thing. But, you know, I don't know. I really like it. I think it's kick-ass, and I'm going to enjoy this for a really long time. I think that little Vortec V6 sounds awesome. It ran really well. All I did was a tune-up. I did replace the map sensor, plugs wires, oil change, and the thing rips. I mean, it just starts right up, and it just goes. So on the inside of the engine compartment here, crammed that in. You know, again, we had to move the drivetrain back a foot. The power boosters from the S10. Built the custom steering setup in there. Had to do custom radiator mounts, radiator supports. It's tilted back a little bit because it doesn't fit right under that doghouse. But got the whole engine bay finished. That was kind of last minute thing as well. So this piece here, I did buy this piece. It showed up on the Friday when we were at the judging. I got the email that my eBay package was delivered. So, you know, this trim piece that fills in this area here. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. If anybody has questions, I'd love to read comments about your thoughts on the build. Tell me what you like or you don't like about it. You know, one of the videos I had made this thing. This just covers up the stock steering box for the S10. Whatever, you know, it covers it. It doesn't look pretty, but, you know, nobody asked about it when I was there, really. I was going to put the bumpers on. Never had time to do that. So things I can do in the future, cosmetically, I can add the bumpers on front and back, but I don't know. Kind of looks cool like this, no bumper. Maybe we'll just do, you know, like little horns out of there. I've seen cars that have that. Put that trim piece up on the top there. I'm going to have to figure out the door glass at some point. I have never done that before. The rears will be easy because it didn't change anything. It's just going to be a smaller piece of glass. Up front here, though, it did have the front quarter windows and the little vent window here. So option one is I chop those, put the little vent windows back in, but then my window here is literally, I don't know, 13 inches long. That's a small window. So I'd like it to be just one solid piece of glass, which really involves cutting this out. I'd have to put a track down there. I have no idea how to do that. Door panels, you know, maybe sometime. Anyways, back to the car here. Let me know what you think. What would you have done different? I'd love to hear. I mean, it's a rat rod. You could do it any which way you want. I think that the way it turned out for myself, given the time that I had and a constrained budget, well, and really the main thing was time. I mean, I don't know how other guys do it. I mean, this is my garage at my house. I'm super fortunate that I could afford putting a lift in, which made life a lot easier as far as doing the chop, lifting the body off, working on the chassis, all these things. But it's not that you couldn't do it on the floor with some dollies and jack stands. So that's kind of the summary of the vehicle. Like I said, thank you to Jerry and Tracy for putting this thing on. They were nice enough to let me keep one of these. I'll keep that as my trophy for sure. You know, outside of having the car. This is a win here as far as I'm concerned. So what the future holds, you know, I put a lot of time into this and a lot of effort. So for the time being, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'll keep you posted on things going on. Let me know what you think I should do to it, what I should touch, what I shouldn't touch. And I don't know. I'm going to sign off for now. There is more work. I know that. Actually, the next project is probably going to be this thing. This is a 1928 Model A. Doesn't look like much of anything right now, but I was going to run this at Trogue. That's the Race of Gentlemen. It's in Wildwood, New Jersey. It's a old school hot rodding, drag racing on the beach. And I was going to build this. I ordered ahead like 8 months ago. Still didn't come. I've been emailing back and forth with the guy, so he's waiting for that to come from the foundry. So I can actually build a motor. I did order headers and a new intake that was being built by a guy. Again, ordered many months ago. Just sent me a text message yesterday. He's going to be shipping it out. So that'll show up like the day before we're supposed to leave for Trogue. So that's not happening this year, but I do need some parts. I've never built anything like this before. It's been sitting here. I bought my drop axle at Carlisle again in the spring. The spring was cracked, so I ordered a new one of those. I took the brakes apart to get the axle off, and it was so long ago, I have no idea how to put that back together. So again, the internet is going to teach me. So this will probably be the next thing I poke at, and I'll keep you posted on that. So for the time being, I can see that I've been talking for a really long time, which makes for really boring content, I guess. But no, I appreciate everybody coming along for the ride and following. Oh, and I forgot. I said I was going to do a giveaway when I got to 1,000 subscribers, which did happen somewhere between the time that I posted that video and RatStock. So what I'm going to do for that, I'm going to have Jamie figure out how to do a giveaway. It was going to be for a rustic flag that, I hand make these things. So I'm going to make that flag and we're going to do a giveaway. So I guess here's the announcement. At the end of this video, make a comment and we'll do a random comment selector, some kind of magic technology. And if you make a comment during this video and you are randomly selected, then you'll be a winner. And I guess if you're one of those guys who are in South Africa or New Zealand or Australia and you don't want a rustic wood-burned USA flag, I can probably try and make it make it to represent the flag of your country. So if you win, let me know what you would like and I will make it for you. So I guess here we are, and I'm looking at the timer on the camera here. I've been talking for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to quit boring you. I'll leave you with some shots of the vehicle here. Again, I appreciate everybody's comments. I appreciate everybody's input and following along. And for now, you know, that's going to be it for the Master Deluxe. So I will talk to all of you later.